Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Do you ever get that feeling you're staring at a math problem? But it's not just numbers. It's a whole story about trains leaving stations or someone buying way too many watermelons. Your brain just goes blank. You're not alone. Word problems can feel like a totally different language. But what if I told you there's a secret code to crack them? A simple, step-by-step method that turns confusing paragraphs into easy-to-solve equations. Today, we're going to unlock that code. By the end of this video, you'll have a powerful toolkit to tackle any word problem with confidence. So grab a notebook and let's get ready to transform from a problem avoider into a problem. First things first, the biggest mistake most of us make is rushing. We skim the problem, panic, and try to jump straight to a solution. Let's change that. The first rule is slow down and read the problem carefully. I mean, really read it. Don't just glance at it. Read it once to get a general idea. Then read it a second time, maybe even a third. This isn't about speed. It's about understanding. You wouldn't try to build a Lego set by just looking at the box art, right? You'd read the instructions. Think of the word problem as your set of instructions. Every word is there for a reason. Rushing is your enemy, but careful reading is your first superpower. Okay? So you've read the problem a couple of times. Now it's time for our second step. Become a detective and identify the keywords. You need to hunt for clues that tell you what's really being asked. Look for the question itself. It usually ends with a question mark. It might start with how many, what is, or find the underline or circle this question. This is your mission. Next, look for keywords that hint at math operations. Words like sum, total, in all, or all together usually mean addition. Difference, leftover, how much more often signal subtraction. Product, times, or if can point to multiplication. And words like each, per, or split equally are big clues for division. These keywords are like signposts on a map, guiding you toward the correct calculation. Don't underestimate their power. Once you know what you're looking for and you've found your keyword clues, it's time for the third and maybe most important step. Break the problem into smaller, manageable pieces. A long word problem can be overwhelming. It's like trying to eat a giant pizza in one bite. It's impossible. You have to slice it up. So take the problem sentence by sentence. Pull out each piece of information. Who are the characters? What numbers are involved? What's happening in the story? Write these down as bullet points or simple notes. This process takes a big, scary problem and turns it into a list of simple facts. Each fact is a small step. And when you put all the steps together, you'll see a clear path to the solution. This is the core of problem solving, not just in math, but in life. Now that you have your small pieces, it's time to bring them to life with step 4. Visualize the problem. Our brains are incredibly visual. Trying to hold all the abstract information in your head is tough. So don't. If the problem is about geometry, draw the shapes. If it's about distance, sketch a simple map. If it involves groups of objects, draw circles or boxes to represent them. For more complex problems, this is where writing an equation comes in. An equation is just a way of translating the words into the language of math. Use a variable like x to represent the unknown thing you're trying to find. Then use the numbers and the operation keywords you found earlier to build an equation around that x. A drawing or an equation makes the problem tangible. You can see it, you can interact with it, and suddenly it's a lot less intimidating. Let's put this all together with a real-life example. Here's a classic word problem. Sarah is organizing her bookshelf. She has 120 books in total. She puts 25 books on the first shelf and 32 books on the second shelf. She wants to put the rest of the books equally on 3 smaller shelves. How many books will go on each of the smaller shelves? See, it feels a bit complicated. Let's use our steps. First, we read it carefully a couple of times. Got it. Second, identify keywords and the question. The question is, how many books will go on each of the smaller shelves? The keywords are total, and which suggests we'll be adding rest, which implies subtraction, and equally on 3, which screams division. Third, break it down. Fact 1, total books equals 120. Fact 2, shelf 1 has 25 books. Fact 3, shelf 2 has 32 books. Fact 4, remaining books are split equally onto 3 other shelves. Fourth, let's visualize and set up the math. First, we need to find out how many books are on the first 2 shelves combined. The keyword and tells us to add. So 25 plus 32 equals 57 books. Now, we need to find the rest of the books. The total is 120, so we subtract the 57 books already placed. 120 minus 57 equals 63 books. These 63 books are the rest. The problem says these are put equally on 3 smaller shelves. The keyword equally tells us to divide. So we take our 63 remaining books and divide by 3. 63 divided by 3 is 21. So 21 books will go on each of the 3 smaller shelves. And now for the final crucial step. Check your answer. Does it make sense? Let's work backward. 3 small shelves with 21 books each is 3 times 21, which is 63 books. Add the 57 books from the first 2 shelves. 63 plus 57 equals 120. That matches the total number of books Sarah started with. Our answer is correct. It makes logical sense. This checking step is your safety net. It catches simple mistakes and gives you confidence that you've nailed it. See how we took that confusing paragraph and turned it into a series of simple, logical steps? You can do this with any problem. So, let's recap our 5-step secret code for cracking any math word problem. Step 1. Read the problem carefully and slowly. Don't rush. Step 2. Identify the keywords and what the question is actually asking you to find. Step 3. Break the problem down into smaller, bite-sized pieces of information. Step 4. Visualize the problem. Draw a diagram, sketch a picture, or write out an equation. And step 5, always check your answer to make sure that's logical and makes sense in the context of the problem. This method isn't magic. It's a skill. And like any skill, from playing guitar to learning a new language, it gets better with practice. Don't be discouraged if you don't get it right every single time at first. Every problem you attempt is a workout for your brain. Each one you solve, and even the ones you struggle with, makes you stronger, smarter, and more confident. The next time you see a word problem, don't groan. See it as a puzzle waiting to be solved, a challenge waiting to be conquered. You have the tools, you have the method. All you need to do now is practice. So go out there, find some problems, and start solving. You've got this. Thanks so much for watching today. If this video helps you, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe for more tips to make your learning journey easier and more fun. Let me know in the comments if there's a specific type of math problem you'd like me to cover next. Keep practicing, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next video.